Alright guys, so just ran to Sparco, got my suit back. They did a little bit of tweaks to it, and then they
What kind of tweaks?
The tweaks were they put in arm restraints built into the arm, like so that I don't have to have these slip-on arm restraints, but Sparco also set me up with a set of slip-on arm restraints in case for some reason, like what happened where I didn't have them and I had to wear my old suit in Florida, something like that. These will stay in the trailer. I'm gonna show you guys the suit when it's on me later, so wait for that. It'll probably be
That's what FD requires though, right?
in Orlando. Oh yeah, FD requires if you do not have windows, you have to wear arm restraints. But hey, so got something cool to show you guys. This older guy that he kind of builds his own cars, but he's having us do some XRP fittings and hoses. He just showed up with one of the coolest Datsuns ever. We should move the Z and then put it right there. I wanted to put it on the lift, but you're saying we don't need the lift, huh?
I don't think so.
Okay. So we gotta move a car, but look at this. Metal flares. So much metal work went into this car. TIG welded roll cage. Has trans tunnel done. Pedal set done. Dash. Everything on this car looks really crazy. And you might not be able to tell, but he chopped the roof a little bit.
1 inch.
1 inch on the roof. This is a crazy car. Ooh, side exit exhaust. Oh my gosh. Do you want to show him under the hood? Whoa, you tied this into the strut tower. Very clean everywhere.
Similar idea, very different execution work.
Oh, it's Chris, yeah.
Yeah.
We laid the engine up straight.
Yep.
It kicked over. So the oil pan's a little
Sideways, but I think it'll be okay. Jeez, this is a nice setup.
the doors lift off.
Oh.
They're pinned. See on the other side, but
the other side, so that's like kind of like race car style, huh? Yep. So when they did the stitch welding here,
what?
Is that silica bronze filler rod?
Yeah.
Okay. So they didn't want to put too much heat in there.
Well, we still got a lot of welding to do once we take it all apart again.
Whoa, that's a cool part. Is that the Techno toy?
No, that's
different one.
Troy.
Troy?
Burnish.
Okay.
You see me film this?
No, let me go. Holy crap. Nothing left untouched on this car. Okay, what were you saying?
No, we took,
Oh,
and that bolts in.
that's
We were afraid
nice.
if you welded it, it would
Who's
work
doing
too
all this like metal tin work for you? An older guy?
much. No, well, he's Italian, and he's only been in this country 2 years, and he's working for Paul up at Anvil, old Anvil Speed Shop up here in Orange.
Jeez, cause like everything is TIG welded and super nice.
We took the
Quite impressive.
the stock fit thing here,
Yep.
and we lengthened it out 2 inches. So we pulled the dash out farther.
Oh, you got the Holly Dominator one or whatever? Yeah. It's a
It's all Holly and
serious one too. Jeez. Check out the custom gas pedal. We could look at this all day, but we gotta build some XRP lines. Okay, see you guys later. You know who I wanna be like when I grow up? This guy, John.
yeah, we put stainless tubing inside those.
Oh my gosh. If you guys want to be impressed, look at this guy's car. Whoa, custom subframe? Way too nice. What's this diff out of? Subaru?
Yeah. It's just with regular
Oh.
190.
Okay. Jeez. This is like one of those builds that you wish you could do one day. I'm going to later, let's see. Wow. Said a lot of planning, huh, John?
Well, a lot of things I do well. A lot of things are going to change, but
I think that happens with every single car you'll ever build.
oh yeah.
Alright, so we did a bunch of hoses on this car. Now John's gonna take it back and keep plugging away on it. It's a really cool Datsun. Very cool. Glad I could show you guys. Alright, back to it. Alright guys, lots of everything has happened at the shop today. Because we're trying to, we're trying to do crunch time before we leave for Atlanta. So in the back of this car, this is Ray's Celica. We have done, well, we did a couple things. Joe made some cool metal stuff today. First off, he made that little bezel that holds the gauges, so he has that done. And then battery hold down over there. I probably need to walk to the other side to show you guys that, so let me, on my way over there, let's check out this. So he had a fuel cell, the kind like the eBay kind of cells that you buy, that's just aluminum. You can see the top of it here, just an aluminum tank, and he has straps he made that hold it down. So then what we've done is make aluminum box that's firewalling it off from the driver so that now it's safe, so it doesn't interfere with the driver. And then this is his little window to access so he can quickly fill the tank. But now it'll be race legal for probably, I would think, most series of grip racing and drift racing. It's made out of 063 aluminum. Then he did not have a battery hold down, so then we just used flat strap, painted it black, bent it, nut zerted it, and now this isn't going anywhere. Quick fix. Not, I mean, maybe not the quickest, but nice solid way to mount your battery. That's what's happening on Ray's Celica. I don't know that I've ever shown you guys much of this car, so it's hold on. Okay, had to hold that up. It's pretty unique. So it's a 20R right before 22R, right before, which would have been before a 22RE. I'm sure you guys have heard of a 22RE. So anyways, this is a 22R, and it's supercharged, which is pretty unique because you don't really, I've never seen this, and it's, the supercharger is the intake manifold and the carburetor bolts to that. So this is a pretty cool, unique little build. We did like, put this motor in, he had it built somewhere, put the motor in and kind of connected everything for him and made some changes, did a little oil cooler setup for him, and then that box that we just showed you, a couple other things. We have to do like the initial first start on it soon, so there's still like a couple days worth of work on it, but it's coming along nicely. So back to what you guys know that we were working on, which was Rory's Supra's 2J. We're still waiting on parts from Drift Motion because we want the billet tensioner for this before we do the timing. But today Vicha had done the cam rebuild on this for the VVTi solenoid, or VVTi cam, rebuilt the front of it with 2 new seals, got that at Drift Motion as well. And then we're waiting to put the Gates RPM belt on, and this tensioner and the pulley, a couple other things, because Rory's gonna bring his oil pan like I had mentioned, so we're waiting on that. But this side of the motor and that side of the motor is empty for now because that. But rear main seal, we had these off earlier. The motors, oh wait, they're still disconnected. Let me show you. The motor isn't the cleanest, kind of similar to how all the JDM motors come to you. It's just been a stock motor ran, so inside doesn't look new, but hey, why'd you put this on so tight, sir? Can't get it off. I'll just take this side off. Nothing horrible, but nothing brand new looking, but that's what you get when you buy a JDM motor. It runs, it works, but it's used. So next up, we will be, the reason these aren't tight because we're waiting on the seals. We're gonna replace that, like I said, but we're also gonna yank these out and tap these for AN so he can have crank breather, nice ANs on his crank breather, and then a couple other things. But during the day, while we were not filming for you guys, we also took apart the motor that was in Omid Supra. I don't know if we had filmed much on it, but that Supra, the two-tone Supra, that's a drift Supra that was here, and Omid had blown the motor. We didn't really know why it blew. He just said, oh, it's overheated and it didn't work. What really happened was it overboosted, which overheated, and it just detonated the crap out of the motor. So when you look in here, you can see this piston is, or this cylinder is just toasted with the piston. Is like, it has aluminum transferred onto the iron, and this one even worse. This one's horrible down here. I know it's not the best like view through the camera. You can see it's not right. Good thing is this will be a block I'm going to use. I bought this blown up from him for what could have been a great deal, but turns out not so great of a deal because the head is trash. So let me turn the phone camera, or the phone light on, I mean. So check out like how pitted it is in each chamber, firing chamber, and the head. That one being the worst. That's number 5. That's just horrible. Look at how pitted that is. So I'm not gonna give up yet. I want to, oh, check out the pistons, just cooked. Look at that one, a hole burned through the side. This is the kind of stuff you like want to see, but you don't want it to have been your stuff. So sorry for Omid that happened to him. We did a motor swap and bolted everything back on, and then at that point when we realized, hey, your car's making 27, 29 pounds of boost depending how far you push it in 3rd gear, never even got into 4th gear, and he's like, that shouldn't be like that. I'm like, okay, boost controller's not working. Then later figured out why it wasn't working, got it working, and then with the tune that he had on that ECU, it's like an older Haltech one, it made 14.5 pounds of boost, like 1 bar. So, and then his car was fine, and then it was good to go, and he left, and now that Supra is going to be going up for sale because he said he doesn't have time to use it anymore because his family and his work and house projects. So anyways, I was hoping this would just be like a bad bearing or something, or just something not this crazy. But anyways, I'm not going to give up on this head. I'm going to tear it all down to nothing and then bring it over to the machine shop, show them, see what they think. Maybe I can weld in some fresh metal here, and then they like can kind of machine in the firing chamber. I don't know. Well, it's just I don't have the answer for that, so that's kind of frustrating, but we'll see what happens. Not just going to throw away that for sure. That the block will be okay because I'm going to go to 86.5 for pistons, so we're fine. 86.5. Got to bore out that, and plus it was just aluminum transferred over onto the cylinder wall, so aluminum is weaker or like softer than iron, so it'll be fine. Machine will take that out and we'll be good, at least on the bottom end, which means I might have to find a head or use one of my spare heads, I don't know. So anyways, that's that. Alright guys,